In this demo, we'll walk through how Work on Behalf and Auto Delegate functionality works in Employee Central. A Work on Behalf, or WOB, has the capacity to perform transactions on behalf of another person, generally a manager, in the tool. However, the way you will work as a WOB in Employee Central is different from the MSS tool, where WOBs impersonate or toggle between managers to transact. The positions and people you can view, edit, or transact on in Employee Central depend on whether your role privileges give you non-confidential or confidential WOB access. It is possible for one person to have both non-confidential and confidential WOB access. Non-confidential WOBs can make edits to people or open positions, including the following: building number, people or open positions; room number, open positions; reports to, people or open positions; cost center, people or open positions; project code, people or open positions. They can also make other edits to open positions, such as changing levels or standard titles, create new recruit-only positions, ROPs, if appropriate within position management policy guidelines, and your organization's standard practices, and use the bulk data manager to make people or position edits in bulk. The non-confidential WOB role is not tied to a specific manager. You can initiate these transactions on people or open positions in Employee Central across the company. The confidential WOB role is tied to a specific manager. It gives you the ability to initiate all the transactions that a non-confidential WOB can for anyone in your leader's organization. Note, however, that you cannot transact on the leader themselves, their peers or managers, or on yourself. Your confidential WOB privileges apply to all employees and managers below the leader you have privileges for. You do not need to apply for separate confidential WOB access for managers who are downstream in your leader's organization. Managers can assign up to 2 confidential WOBs at a time. Check with your manager or lead administrator about what type of WOB access you will need. In addition to non-confidential transactions, confidential WOBs can also view confidential employee information, such as salary, level, and incentive plan, change select employee information, such as standard title, and initiate voluntary terminations, such as resignations, on the manager's behalf. However, confidential WOBs are not able to approve incoming reports to changes. These will need to be approved by the manager directly or the manager's auto delegate. Depending on your organization's practices, managers may decide to assign a single auto delegate to approve Employee Central transactions and receive notifications on their behalf. If the manager assigns an auto delegate, they will no longer receive system notifications or approvals themselves. The manager should delegate someone who has access to transact on the relevant people or positions in the tool. If you are an auto delegate for a manager, this means that you will be able to approve incoming reports to changes on the manager's behalf. A WOB and auto delegate can be the same individual or can be different depending on the team's requirements. For a manager to nominate a delegate in the tool, they will need to select the Favorites and Delegate tile from the home page. In the pop-up window, they'll select the Available tab and click on the Auto Delegate link. They'll turn on the delegation with this button and then select the person they want to assign by typing in their personal ID or name. They'll click OK to save. The auto delegate will now receive their approval notification messages. The manager can return to this screen at any time to turn off the delegation or change their delegate.